I'm Emily Bullock, and I'm a clinical psychologist. So I used to be an Air Force psychologist, and I've been working now in private practice for the last 6 years. So I work a lot with folks with PTSD. Obviously, a lot of anxiety and depression is what I typically see. I was really curious as to how I could implement yoga into my clinical practice with my patients, and I became interested in doing a teacher training and didn't know anything, about what Clinical Yoga Institute could really help me with. I was just looking at general yoga teacher trainings. So I have worked with one particular patient for about 5 years, and she has struggled with PTSD and was experiencing a lot of panic attacks when I was first seeing her, and she wouldn't even leave her house. And early on in treatment, I started working with her on diaphragmatic breathing. And we find this a lot with really anxious people, that when they start focusing in on their breathing and learning these healthy breathing techniques, it actually makes them feel more anxious. And so that was her experience. She hated working on breathing. She would work herself up into panic attacks trying to practice her breathing techniques. And so it was really tough. And we worked, we've done years of therapy, and she's one of the women in my group, and she has been able to get to the point just in the last few months of practicing yoga and working in this mindfulness group, where she feels so proud of herself because she can breathe now, and she can practice the different pranayamas that we teach in class, and she can practice her diaphragmatic breathing, and she doesn't get more anxious. She's actually able to feel more calm. So I think that's such a cool story, because she has improved so much in her individual therapy over the past 5 years. But she is loving the yoga group, and she's she's so much more confident now just in the last few months of practicing yoga in group, in her ability to take care of herself and to practice that self-care and be able to actually calm herself down, which is amazing. So everybody has loved it. Everyone has loved it, yeah. And so I have a core group of women that attend my group therapy, and so we had been doing mindfulness exercises for the first few months of group, and they had really enjoyed that. But then we started incorporating the yoga, and it's been so cool to hear their experiences of what they're thinking about the yoga, because so many of them have been able to notice a noticeable shift in their anxiety level throughout the session. So even, because they've worked a lot on diaphragmatic breathing and mindfulness and things like that, and that's helped a lot of them. But with yoga, pretty much everyone by the end of the yoga practice is feeling very relaxed, and it really has surprised a lot of my patients to be able to see such a dramatic change in their anxiety through the yoga practice, which, they've been able to calm their anxiety a lot better than the typical diaphragmatic breathing that we'd be working with.